Before WrestleMania was the global spectacle we know it as today, it all started as a massive gamble at Madison Square Garden. Celebrities, chaos, and the biggest names in all of professional wrestling colliding in one event. WrestleMania 1 wasn't just a show, it was pure wrestling madness, and it changed the WWE forever. Now, before we get into that, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, maybe even leave a comment. I'm new around here and I'm trying to achieve my dreams, so if you could help me on my way, I would be really appreciative. Thank you. Now, here are some really interesting stuff about this WrestleMania that, although I have watched it before years ago, I didn't really notice as big things at this time. One of them is every single match had a time limit. Like whether it was 20 or 60 minutes, every single match had a time limit. Secondly, we had these backstage interviews, which of course I noticed before, but just how essential they are. And I know this continues into future WrestleManias, but it's just really fun seeing wrestlers basically right before they come out talking to Mean Gene. It was just so fun. Now, the third and the final and the most important thing about this WrestleMania is the fact that it's just a spectacle. It's just a spectacle card. There are I think 5 or 6 matches on this card that are just spectacle, and that's it. Almost, I think 50% of the card is actually just spectacle. You might be asking, what do you mean by that? I'll actually show you as we go through this. Starting off with our first match, we have Tito Santana versus the Executioner. And I must say, the Executioner looks really weird. I don't know why. I don't know what gives off that vibe of him just being weird, but the mask doesn't fit right and everything like that. But hey, this match was actually really good, even by modern standards. It was a really good match, which really surprised me because I remember when I first watched WrestleMania 1, I was like, oh, this whole card sucks. It just sucks so bad. And this match, especially in the start, it's so good. The middle is kind of here and there, but later on, again, really amazing. And then we even have this one spot which I just found hilarious, is Santana he kind of pushes the Executioner outside of the ring, and the Executioner just lands perfectly in a chair. He just sits down. I found that so damn hilarious. I love it. I love it so much. But this match would finish in a Tito Santana win, and he would later on go for the IC belt, not on this show but in later shows. And it was really amazing. He won by a figure 4 leg lock, which I didn't remember happening, but it's really interesting. Next up, we have the first example of this just being a spectacle, and it's breaking records. We know how WWE loves to break records and stuff like that. We had a record-breaking thing at the first ever WrestleMania, and that was the fastest match ever, which was King Kong Bundy defeating SD Jones in 9 seconds. Allegedly, because I mean the actual time was 17 seconds, but they just wanted the spectacle and they were like, it was only 9 seconds when it was double that. But yeah, it's interesting. It's just yeah, this is a spectacle. You come to WrestleMania to watch the best of the best, whether it be wrestlers, celebrities, or just things. And this was the first example of that, and that would carry on into other matches as well. Next match was Matt Bourne versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Not much to say, it was a good match. Ricky Steamboat won with a crossbody of the turnbuckle. That's real interesting to me. Imagine if someone won, someone's finisher today in today's WWE was a crossbody. That just sounds hilarious to me. Or not even a finisher. Just imagine a WrestleMania match nowadays ending with a crossbody. That's just funny. That's just really funny to me. Looking back, I know at the time all the finishers were kind of all the finishes back then are nowadays just normal moves. But this one I was really? A crossbody and that's it? That's it? So yeah, that was really funny to me. Now, the next match is also another big spectacle, and the match is Brutus Beefcake, accompanied by Johnny Valiant, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, I can't remember right now, versus David Sammartino, the son of Bruno Sammartino, who had his father in his corner. Bruno Sammartino was at the first ever WrestleMania, even though he lost the belt at that point. Now, for all of you who don't necessarily know who Bruno Sammartino is, somehow, he is the longest reigning WWE champion of all time. And I think he's 2 of the top 4. So yeah, he's a legend of the game and everything, and this is his son wrestling. But this match was not so much about his son and more so about Bruno. Because, I mean, David, he didn't seem that good in the ring. The match was mostly just holds. And that's really boring. Even for this era, it was just holds on top of holds on top of holds. And just, David didn't look that great. And also, Brutus didn't really sell all that too much for him. Like, most of the time when you see Brutus Beefcake's face, is just... And he's like in a, like, some kind of hold. And it was just not good, not good. But hey, we need a spectacle. So what happens? Bruno Sammartino gets involved. A brawl starts out. Everyone just fights. It ends in a double DQ. And Bruno is in there with his son in the ring, mad at Johnny Valiant and Brutus Beefcake. And that's it. But like, you could see the crowd was electric when they saw Bruno. So even though this match wasn't great, it did what it was supposed to do, which was create buzz around the fact that Bruno was there and not disappoint fans with Bruno being just like by the side and that's it. Bruno got involved, and that's what this was all about. Next up, we have the Junkyard Dog versus Greg Valentine, who is accompanied by Jimmy Hart. And this match is actually for the IC Championship. Now, the current holder of this championship at the time was Greg Valentine. And he would actually win this match when he would place both of his feet on the top rope and the ref would count down. But then Tito Santana would come out and he'd be like, he put his legs on the top rope or on the second rope. And the ref would be like, you make a valid argument. Restart the match. Then Greg Valentine just gets counted out. Junkyard Dog wins, but he doesn't get the belt because you cannot win the belt through countout. And again, this sets up the IC match that's happening some other time. But next up, we have my favorite match on the card, by far I think the best match on the card, which is Nikolai Volkov and Iron Sheik, Sheiky Baby, accompanied by Freddie Blassie, and versus the American Express, Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda, accompanied by Lou Albano. And this was for the Tag Team Championship, which was held by the American Express at the time. And this match was so good. And even like when you watch the pre-match interviews and everything, Sheiky is so entertaining. Like I can't believe I missed the era of this man, because whenever I see him, I just start laughing. He's so entertaining. He's so good behind the mic, and even in the ring, he's really good. Again, this match was amazing. The American Express were so damn good. Like, they were so good. I can't believe it. Like, for the 80s, they were this good. I mean, this tag team, they don't do like any of the insane stuff that like the Street Profits or Fraxium or whoever else does, MCMG or whatever. But they were so good in the ring, and the storytelling, the ring psychology was so great in this match. I really implore you to go watch this match because it was amazing. But the match would end with Iron Sheik hitting Barry Windham with a cane, and then they would win. That was about it. The championship is now in the hands of the, I guess, enemy forces, which is Iran and Soviet Union. So yeah, it's a really fun match. The crowd really got into the match. They were booing, they were cheering. Everything that this match was set out to do, they did that and some more. Again, I really implore you to go watch this for the first ever WrestleMania, which, I mean, is kind of known for bad wrestling. This match was super good. Like, really, legitimately super good. I really want you to go watch it. Next up, we have another spectacle match, which is Big John Studd, accompanied by Bobby Heenan, versus Andre the Giant in a slam match, or I guess 15K versus retirement match, because the stipulation for this match was, and it's kind of like funny thinking about it, if Andre like body slams, but with Big John Studd, he would win the 15K. If he doesn't in the time limit, Andre has to retire. And of course, Andre the Giant won this, but there's just like this vivid image like when the two of them are standing next to each other, and like Big John Studd is a big man. He's a big man. Even in this match, they were talking about how he's the real Giant, not Andre, somehow. Next to Andre the Giant, Big John Studd looks like Zelina Vega. It's so wild how big Andre the Giant was. No, it's like, it's not surprising to me when I think of, like, when people talk about Andre the Giant and how great he was, and how big and how much of a spectacle he was on his own. He really was, man. Like, he's huge. He's super, super huge. And look, the match wasn't anything special, of course, but it was a spectacle. It did what it was supposed to do. And then when Andre would win the match, he would like take the money, he would start throwing it into the crowd, and then like Bobby Heenan would just run in, take the money, and run out. So I actually don't know where this storyline went later on, but yeah, that was just really, really, really funny. Another spectacle match was Wendy Richter with Cyndi Lauper by her side. For all of you who don't know, Cyndi Lauper was a singer, a really, really, really popular singer at the time, and she was fighting against Leilani Kai with Fabulous Moolah. I mean, her manager was Fabulous Moolah. And this was for the WWF Ladies Championship. And man, like, there were some great, great women in there before the Women's Evolution. I mean, I've heard stories and everything, but like, the women did really have a strong division, because this match was not half bad. It was actually pretty good. It was much better than most of the girls' matches from the Divas era, or I guess the early Divas era. Like, this match was super good. Super, super good. And I don't know why they ruined the female division going into the later years, but yeah, again, this match was really good. Wendy Richter would win it using the momentum of Leilani Kai's splash. So Leilani Kai would splash on her, and Richter would like read it and then use the momentum for a roll up. It was so good. It was also executed really well. Again, some really nice moves. It's not like a 5-star in the Tokyo Dome match, but it's a really good match for the women's division in the 80s. Like, WWE nowadays tries to tell us that the women's division really started in 2015. Man, there were some strong, good women in the WWE early on. So yeah, again, another great match. And now, finishing us off, the biggest spectacle of all spectacles is Hulk Hogan and Mr. T, who is an actor at this point, versus Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff. Now, this match had Muhammad Ali as the guest referee on the outside of the ring. Wild. They also had Billy Martin, which I don't know much about baseball, but I do know he's a New York legend, and this was held in Madison Square Garden in New York. Another huge pop. Then you also had Liberace, and it was just it's just a spectacle. No, I didn't care how good the match was. I really didn't care. And I mean, of course, I watched it and I could see that it was okay, nothing special. But that wasn't the point of this match. It wasn't like meant to be a good match. It was just meant to be a huge spectacle. And that's what it was. Like, you had Bob Orton coming in and interfering on the side of Piper and Orndorff. And then you had Jimmy Superfly Snuka interfering on the side of Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. It's everything, the spectacle. Muhammad Ali got involved. Even like Liberace got involved. Everyone got involved. Everyone. And it was so good. Hulk Hogan, of course, would win the match with Mr. T after Bob Orton would like try to hit Hulk Hogan with a cast on his hand, but he would miss and he would accidentally hit Paul Orndorff. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And then the show ends with this like huge celebration, like huge celebration. And then like we also get on the TV show a little bit longer where they just thank the fans. It was just amazing. Again, when it comes to wrestling, nothing amazing, nothing great, entertaining, and that's it. But the spectacle of this was... I mean, I could see how this WrestleMania started something so great for the years to come. And like why WrestleMania is such a big thing to this day. I can really see that. So I really implore you to go watch this if you ever have the time, if you want to learn more about WWE or wrestling history. Now, if you made it this far into the video, please make sure to subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and review every single WrestleMania in the upcoming weeks, months, however long it takes. I'm gonna try to do like at least 2 or 3 per week. But yeah, this was a really fun one and a really fun experience. So yeah, once again, thank you.